Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are now in the last week of September, and quite a lot of stuff has happened this past month, and it is quite insane. But I want to get into some things I thought were worth mentioning, and for one of them is that YouTube channel Glitch, which is famous for the Amazing Digital Circus, Murder Bots. What was that other one that came out? Crap, I thought it was really good. It was about, like, undead people. An angel egg. Crap, what's the name? This is gonna haunt me for the rest of the, video, or even the day, but I'll find out eventually. But they recently, came out with a 2D animated feature, well, pilot actually, called Knights of Guinevere. I watched it, I really liked it. I'm actually very interested to see where it goes, because it's definitely made for an older audience, but by older I mean it's not really a funny ha-ha thing, it's more of a real mystery, something which I feel like grown-up animation has been lacking. There's not been a lot of, like, cool adventure slash action stuff for grown-ups lately, because a lot of the time animations for adults has either been split in two genres, either being very depressing or comedy. But I'm happy to see that independent animation has been actually, filling these niches. So, thumbs up to that. And I mean, for anybody who likes animation and likes mystery, please watch it. It's really good. I am telling you, you will not be as disappointed. We also got another trailer for Avatar 3 Fire and Ash, and I have to say, I'm very interested. It brought up a whole bunch of cool things that I think are really going to put this franchise in overdrive. I mean, to be honest, the very first movie, that was just a visual spectacle. In the good way. I mean, it was the first 3D movie. Okay, yeah, it did start the whole 3D craze, which came to many people's annoyance. But it was like a really cool theme park ride. Story was very bare bones. Second movie, okay, they learned from the mistakes in the first one. Also a visual spectacle, but it was much more deeper. They showed character development. They showed that, okay, this world can be much more than just good guys versus bad guys, and we just want your gold. I mean, introducing that whole new resource of Amrita, which keeps people from aging, I thought that was a nice, brilliant twist. Now, in the third movie, we're actually seeing Na'vi versus Na'vi, so I'm very interested to see exactly what that plays out, because we do see the main antagonist of this movie, the leader of the Fire People, and she's just batshit crazy. I mean, she saw her whole village get destroyed by fire. She prayed to Awa, the mother goddess, for help. She never answered, so now she basically just turned her back on the old ways, and pretty much like Heath Ledger's Joker, she just wants to watch the world burn. So I'm very interested to see where that goes. Also, we get snippets that the character of Spider, the foster son of Jake Sully, as well as the biological son of his arch enemy, I think he's either mutating or he is genetically altered, or he's somehow getting genetically altered to become more, not attuned, but to be able to survive on Pandora without the assistance of those breathing masks. So I'm very intrigued as to see what exactly is happening to that guy, because that could either open the doors for, like, these new Na'vi human hybrids, or he could end up being an abomination. So yeah, a lot of things could happen there. What also came out, which I thought was both interesting and somewhat, a bit disappointing, was that Sony came out with their Wolverine trailer. Finally, after so much waiting, it finally came out. Okay, granted, it's a lot of cinematics, which I think is a bit of a cop-out from developers when they say, oh, we're going to release a gameplay trailer, and it's mostly just a bunch of cinematics. Okay, if you really look carefully, you could see, like, what could actually be gameplay, which looks awesome, but a lot of it is cinematics. I'm not against cinematics, I'm just saying, bring out what you promise. And I mean, it looks amazing. A lot of blood, a lot of fighting, a lot of violence, which is what I'm hoping for in a Wolverine game. What I don't like is that when we see our first sneak preview of Mystique, that was weird because definitely you could see that Sweet Baby Inc. still has some of their claws hooked in this game, and I was going like, oh, but didn't Sony cut ties with them? And then I have to remind myself that, okay, making a video game takes super long. If you cut ties with a certain company, that doesn't mean that their influence has left your project. Doesn't mean, yeah, making a video game takes time, and they could have been, dripping their venom in the ears of the developers since day one. So maybe a lot of the females may have the Sweet Baby Inc. treatment. Maybe not. We're going to have to take that with a grain of salt. I mean, I remember I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's one of my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. did have some say in that game. But you know what? I didn't really feel it that much. So I could be pleasantly surprised. I'm just thinking, for a woman that can shapeshift and change her image whenever she wants, I don't think she would want that her default mode would look tired. Or would just at least have, would just look tired. That's really weird. But still, overall, a very cool trailer. I'm excited to see exactly what's going to be. I hope it's going to be good. And I hope it stays true to superhero aesthetics. What I also read was that the Avengers Doomsday movie has finished filming. Now, I love the Avengers franchise, but I sadly think that they've had their time. Their peak was Endgame. So, yeah, I mean, maybe Marvel should be looking into a different team, or maybe just looking to change things up in a very different way. I mean, yes, I think we're all reeling from franchise fatigue, and yes, I think they've kind of milked this cow dry. I'm just thinking maybe they need to go in a very different direction. I think they should have gone in the Spider-Verse direction. Not saying make a whole new franchise based on Spider-Man. I'm just saying, why not animate it? You stimulate interest in animation. You give animators new jobs. It could only be for the better. Granted, it's expensive. Disney, you have the money. Don't fucking lie to me. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to do that great, because I think the main problem with this Avengers movie is there's too many main characters. There's too many. I mean, that was also kind of the downfall of the last two true Avengers movie, Infinity War and Endgame. There were so many main heroes. A lot of them sadly were thrown into the background because, yeah, I mean, there's not enough screen time and people's attention span can only go as far. What I also read was that Crunchyroll, the anime streaming service, will maybe start an Oscar campaign for Demon Slayer Infinite Castle. I think this is a good idea, but sadly, I have lost my faith in award shows. I think they're just a way for rich people to trade money, and it doesn't exactly give off a prestigious vibe as it used to. I stopped watching the Oscars years ago. I still think they only really mattered after Lord of the Rings won so many awards. And right now, it's not even a popularity contest. It's more of if we promote this movie enough, more people will see it, therefore that studio will get more money, therefore we will get more money. That's what it's to me. I mean, having an anime movie be part of the Oscars, I don't think that'll change my mind, but I mean, it is somewhat of I would have to say, an interesting path to tread, mostly because it is showing that anime is not just something for weebs, and there is such a thing as, a good animation movie that's not a depressing life story or life lesson. Also, some news that I read, and I'm praying to God that this is a rumor, because if it is true, it is so fucking ridiculous, is that the HBO TV series or HBO Max streaming series of Harry Potter might get a female Voldemort. I think that's stupid, because we've established these characters so long ago, doing gender swaps and all that crap. It's a cheap way of forcing diversity where it doesn't belong. If you want a diverse cast of characters and stuff, make your own goddamn IP. Make something new. Stop rebooting popular things just because you know that's going to make money. Have faith in your own creativity. Make something new so you can put as much diversity in it as you want. I mean, I think it's important that Voldemort be a guy, because, I mean, he's much more menacing that way, and making him a woman just kind of gives off a vibe that, you know, women in power will always be evil bitches. That's what I think. But I mean, that's everything I got for this week. Yeah, it's quite a lot, but I hope you take some of what I say with a grain of salt, because these are just my opinions. I'm cautiously optimistic for Wolverine on PS5. I'm super excited for Avatar: Fire and Ash, and I can't recommend Knights of Guinevere enough for you people. Please go check it out. See ya.